Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friend Bets. My name is Jared. Carl is behind me, and so is the cat. So normally he's right here, but not today. so uh, today I got me a nice chunk of books, of floppies and trades. So let's go through them. So up front, Absolute Batman number 20. 19 was fantastic. 19 was quite the issue. It was jam packed full of story, and I've been noticing that with a lot of the Absolute books. Like I feel like they take longer to read. Maybe because I'm just a dummy, but I feel like they take longer to read because there's so much more to digest in the Absolute books. Like there's a lot more, you know, meat and potatoes in there. Um, Versus, you're just your regular series. Something about it. They feel thick and hearty. So yeah, 20 is out, and this is the Robins, and the kid who was helping at the comic shop today was like, "Oh, there was a production issue," and evidently there's like a soft like dink right here. Like you can't see it on camera, but you can kind of feel it. I was like, I don't know if that was a production issue, dude. I think that was a shipment issue, but okay, it's fine. And I think he was just trying to sell me a a variant cover. And the variant covers with all the Robins are cool. It's just not my thing. I just like A covers most of the time, but occasionally I do like me a variant once in a while. Up next is a book I wasn't intending on getting, but I guess even though I said I didn't want it, they put it in my box, in my pull. And so here it is. This is Barbara Gordon Breakout. I did like Batman 9, and it does make me like very interested in like what are they going to do with Barbara now? Like, is she going to be the first person of many who get outed as a partner to Batman, and maybe thinning out the Bat family? I hope that's the case. If it were up to me, I would get rid of Spoiler, get rid of Jason, and definitely Harley. She doesn't ever need to be there. But yeah, like for me, the Bat family should just be like one Robin, Nightwing, one Batgirl, and like some other character like Azrael. So yeah, if it were up to, and then like maybe Signal. So maybe even get rid of Azrael. It would be cool to have Signal. But this is I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm gonna read this tonight. So up next is Black Cat. This, I don't know if this is the final issue in the story arc, but I like this cover. It's kind of funny. Just I don't know. There's something about it that really makes me laugh. I think it's maybe Venom's face. I'm not sure, but for some reason I just really like this cover. Up next is a facsimile of Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man #1. First issue collector's edition by popular demand. Spidey stars in an all-new action series featuring the stinging return of the Tarantula. Which is funny because he kind of just used the same cover from like, was it Amazing Spider-Man like 120 something, I think it was. But whatever. And that, instead of him being on a ship, he's at a political rally. And I always thought it was great that Flash and MJ are there, and like, if you're reading Venom currently, Flash and MJ are kind of like in a talking stage of a situationship, and it's probably going to be a problem inevitably for Pete. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so I'm happy to have this. I kind of like was like, I'm gonna start buying like all the facsimiles of Spider-Man books, because like a lot of times it's they're key issues and they're slightly expensive. This one, $30 I think is for the original, something like that. It's under $50. So up next, speaking of Spectacular Spider-Man, Brand New Day by Dan Slott and Marcos too. So I'm guessing this is, because it says Brand New Day, and I'm guessing this takes place in the Brand New Day timeline. So it's kind of weird to me that we're like going back 20 years for a story, but then like, I guess it's not also because what was it like 10 years ago or so? They had like that Peter David symbiote Spider-Man. So it's like, all right, that symbiote Spider-Man was like meant to be in like the 80s when Pete was in the black suit. So they like did a comic from 30 years ago. And now I guess we're going back because what Brand New Day was 2007, 8, somewhere around there. So yeah, 19 years. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward to it though. It's almost funny. Like at the time, I was so glad Dan Slott was finally leaving, but now he's been gone so long, I'm almost nostalgic for him. So it's kind of like, oh, cool, Dan Slott's back. So we'll see how this goes. And now I got some trades. And talking about stuff from back in the day, this is Ultimate X-Men Epic Modern Era, whatever they call it, Epic Collection, Ultimate Epic Collection. It's a lot of words there. Ultimate Epic. It's very 90s sounding. It's volume 2, and I love this series. It's what got me into Mark Millar, and it was my first X-Men comic because I got into. Dang it. I got into X-Men comics here and Marvel comics here at this point. So I was only a DC guy for a long time, and then they did the Ultimate Universe, and so that's when I came on to Marvel Comics. And another epic is Amazing Spider-Man Sins Past. This is part of the JMS run, and John Romita Jr., and he leaves, and this is everyone's favorite story when Gwen Stacy is found out that she had kids with Norman Osborn that they decided to retcon in the Nick Spencer run. Up next is now some DC trades. Is Green Arrow Crimson Sands. This cover concerns me because how many times are we going to kill Roy? But I've heard nothing but good thing about Chris Condon's run, and I have 2 Green Arrow books that I got to read. So probably be getting on that here soon. Detective Comics by Tom Taylor and Michael Yannon. I came on to this in the floppies recently with Green Arrow and Black Canary coming to Gotham, and I collect Detective in collected edition. So, and I finally finished the Ram V run, and so I told myself I'm not allowed to get the Tom Taylor run until I finish the Ram V run. So I finished it, and now here we are. And last but not least, Cowl by Kyle Higgins. This is his Chicago, what did he call it? Chicago Organized Workers League. And they're like superheroes from like the 40s and 60s or something like that. I bought this back in like 2013. I had the first few issues because I liked Kyle Higgins' run on Nightwing. And I didn't get it then. I think I wasn't invested in it. And now I'm very invested in the Massiveverse. I really love Radiant Black, so I know this is pseudo connected to Radiant Black so much that they put Massiveverse on the book, and so got it. It was like $6 on InStock, and so I got all my trades here on InStock, and they didn't have one. It was the DC Finest Batman Death in the Family. And it's being shipped now, so it's not in this shipment. So this entire shipment was like $110. And that's kind of my average a month. So this is my May shipment of trades. And I'm going to do a trade collected edition tour here soon. I know I've been slacking on making videos daily like I was for a long time. And so I'm going to get back on that train, and I'm going to do a, Jared's collected edition tour 2026. Because I did one last year. I did a Batman and a collected edition last year. And I got a lot of books since then. So I was going to do another one. So I'll probably have that up tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.